Hi, welcome to Drinkosaurus, where we take ancient cocktail recipes into the modern era. My name's Matt, I'm your host, and let's get tasting, actually. We have another special edition episode today, where I will be put to the test to see how good my palate is for detecting different types of alcohol. So, let's explain the rules, and then let's get tasting. In today's challenge, I will be given 4 randomly selected cocktails from the cabinet behind me. I will have no idea what they are. I will have no idea what shelf they were picked from. All I will know is what I can smell and taste. So I'll be blindfolded the whole time. I'm going to first try to guess the cocktail just from the smell alone. Then I'm going to have a chance to taste them. And if I still get some of them wrong, I'll have a chance to look at them. Along the way, I'll be talking about how you can use your different senses to get an idea of how the flavor profile of different spirits work. This skill is important because when you're making drinks, you want to have a really good taste and smell vocabulary of the different ingredients you're using, just because if you're sampling all the different ingredients as you go, you're going to be drunk before you have a chance to even make the drink. So we have our 4 empty glasses. Our director's going to pick some things. Hopefully it's good stuff. Please. I am going to go into the other room, and the next time I will see you is, well, I'll be blindfolded. And wish me luck, because this can be tricky. See you in a bit. Where's my mic? I'm back! I made it! It is my understanding that there are 4 bottles in front of me which were selected, and what we'll do is I will go one by one, and I'll first have a chance to smell them, and then I'll have a chance to taste them. So I can't see? So let us start with the first mystery spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting a very strong anise flavor. I'm pretty sure this is, I forgot the name of it. It's a pastis. It's a green bottle. I think it's like Pernod or... Wait a minute. Wait. It has a black licorice flavor, so it could either be a pastis, which is kind of, it's used as a substitute for absinthe. When absinthe was illegal, they'd used it. But as I'm tasting it, I'm getting a very salty flavor, which suggests to me that it could be the salmiakki liqueur. If that's the case, Jen, that's very mean. Salmiakki is a black licorice, anise, salty candy flavor, popular in Finland. You might have seen it on Danielle Tries Weird Things, and my guess is salmiakki liqueur.
You got it.
Yes! So I have 2 different things that it could have been, but yeah, the saltiness of that definitely lends itself to that. So that was a pretty easy one because nothing else really tastes like that. Do I want to finish this? I don't know. It's not good. Mission accomplished first one, but that was an easy one. Apparently, Jen has arranged these from easy to hard, so we'll see how I do.
If you can find it, you can taste it.
Oh, I found it! Ooh. There's not too much to smell here, which kind of actually narrows it down a bit. So I'm pretty sure it's not an Amaro, because those have a distinct smell to them. I'm pretty sure it's not like a gin or a spirit. I'm pretty sure it's something like a modifier. What does it smell like? It smells pretty familiar. I have no idea. So this is weird, but it smells like it's dark. I don't think it's clear. I think it's a darker color. So it's either been barrel aged. It has some sweet notes to it. I don't think I'll be able to guess it by just what I smell, so I'll give it a little taste. Oh, that is Ancho Reyes, 100%. That is spicy and tastes like chili. That is tasty, and that would explain why I couldn't figure out what it smelled like, because I don't usually smell that one. So my guess is Ancho Reyes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yay! Can I peek?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the smell of that one was a little not obvious, but by the taste itself, it has a pretty distinct taste. So I think that's another pretty easy one, but the smell was very elusive. This is actually nice, because usually I mix with this and don't have it by itself, so it's a good reminder of what it actually tastes like. So let's move on to number 3 while I cleanse the spice from my mouth. Well, unlike the last one, this one smells pretty clear. Definitely lighter in color. What is that? I know that smell. So on the nose, I'm getting a really strong honey smell, which I think narrows it down to 3 different things. So it could be Benedictine, which has, it's a higher proof. It has a good amount of honey in it. Becherovka has a little bit of honey, but that one also smells like gingerbread, so this one's not very gingerbready. But I also have a honey spirit from Vermont, which is basically just a honey liqueur, but it's kind of the same proof as Benedictine. So this is really between the honey spirit and the Benedictine. I'm getting more of a sugary sort of smell from it. So I'm leaning towards the honey liqueur. It's in like a black bottle and it goes like bloop, and it has like a weird latch that I always have trouble opening. So let me taste it to get my confirmation. That is the honey liqueur from Vermont.
You got it.
Yay! Yes, I always have trouble, my eyes. I always have trouble opening this bottle, but it has a honey flavor, which is a little bit tricky because honey is sometimes hard. Like it's one of those flavors that feels familiar, but when you actually smell it without seeing anything, it's hard to know. But yep, it's honey. Boop. Apparently this next one's the hardest one. Yes?
I mean,
maybe.
I have no idea now.
Ooh, okay. So this is an Amari, rather. It's a type of Amari, which is a digestif. I love Amari. I told you I had a bit of a problem, but I also have like 15 of them, so this could be hard. So I can narrow it down. I think it's one of the darker Amari, so I'm pretty sure this is like a dark brownish color. Just by the smell of it, it's more rich, more spicy. I'm getting, there's a cola note to it. So I have one Amaro called a Sfumato Rhubarbo, and I have another one that's a Ramazzotti Rhubarbo, and I'm getting that like rhubarb sort of flavor with it. The Sfumato Rhubarbo has a smoky flavor, the Ramazzotti doesn't. So my guess, just on the smell alone, is the Ramazzotti, but let me give it a taste just to confirm. I don't know, it's weird because Amaro have like such a variety in flavors, but at the same time, since they're all pretty bitter, they all sort of taste the same. I'm pretty sure it's not something like Cynar. I'm pretty sure it's not something like Averna. Yeah, so that cola flavor, I think, is reminiscent of something that has rhubarb in it. So I am going to guess the Ramazzotti Rhubarbo Amaro.
It's Fratelli Ramazzotti? Is that the
same thing? Okay. The Ramazzotti.
I'm pretty sure it's just that, yeah.
Yeah, so does it say Rhubarbo on it? I don't think so. This is one of my favorite Amari to mix with. Usually I actually have this on its own, which is why it's almost gone, because I just drink it on its own. It has a nice like kind of cola flavor to it. It's not quite sweet, it's not quite bitter, it's kind of in the middle, so it's good stuff. But that was tricky. Amari, I have a lot of them. I think since I've gotten them all right so far, I think we're going to do one last bonus one, which is going to be extra difficult, apparently. So let's do one more. This is extra hard because I'm a little drunk. Am I uncentered?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the bonus round one, which is another thing. Oh, I've drank too much. Okay. So, kind of like the Antareus, I'm pretty stumped off the smell. It's pretty generic. It smells like booze. It smells dark, I would say. I don't think I can really narrow this down. It's maybe a spirit. I'm not getting those strong alcohol fumes on the nose. Typically, if something's really alcoholic, a lot of the fumes will stay in the glass, but I'm picturing something kind of like a light brownish color. There's caramelly notes to it, so it maybe could be a whiskey, maybe not. I don't know. Let's give it a taste. Whatever it is, it's good. Could be a few things. So one of my guesses is the Tullamore Dew, which is an Irish blend whiskey. That wouldn't explain the sweetness, but that's kind of one way where I'm going. The other one is a Finnish whiskey. It starts with a T. I'm not really sure. It's like usually right here. It's like I don't know what it is. So I'm getting like a whiskey's flavor. I don't think it's bourbon. Bourbon has a distinct flavor. Can I touch the bottle?
I think you'll know what it is once you do that.
Is it the Tullamore Dew?
No.
Okay. Can I touch?
Yeah. It's by the dinosaurs.
Oh, you went into like the crappy booze cabinet, didn't you?
Yes.
It's like the XO brandy.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, that's mean. I haven't drank this in a long time.
You wanted a difficult round.
Yep.
You got one.
This is like a really cheap brandy. It's like a $15 brandy. I probably haven't drank that in 3 or 4 years. It's kind of been sitting there. It's actually one of the first bottles I got when I was just buying things, and I was like, let me get some cheap stuff. But, you know, I kind of like it. It's kind of helped me reappreciate it. In my mind, if you were like, describe this one, I would say it's like kind of harsh and not really good, but it's really sweet and really caramelly. Yeah, I like it. Thanks for renewing my appreciation in this one.
Do you need a break before we do a closing?
No, you give to go. So 4 out of 5 isn't bad. The bonus round was a really good pick because it's something that I haven't even dug out for a while, so that was a good choice. So hopefully this episode demonstrates the importance of
the importance of not drinking too much.
Hopefully this episode demonstrates the importance of being able to know different alcohol by taste. The reason that I'm able to know all these by smell and taste is whenever you go to a bar, sit at the bar first of all so you can interact with the bartender, and if they're making a drink for you, ask for a sample of the different ingredients. Say like, oh, Entre Reyes, I've never tasted that before, can I have a sample? And most times if you're at a good bar, they'll give you a sample, and that'll just increase your vocabulary of the different ingredients that they're using. Of course, when you get something new too, make sure you can identify it by smell and by taste. The reason that smell is important is sometimes you forget how something tastes, but the smell can activate that taste memory for you. Having a good vocabulary of smell and taste will make you a more efficient mixer. And whenever you're mixing, if you're like, stop laughing. That way, if you're mixing a drink and you're thinking, I need a bit more of a honey flavor, you know exactly what spirit or which liqueur to go to. Drinkosaurus is a production of Little Giant Monsters. You can check us out in different projects we're working on.
You're almost done.
Have fun editing.
Are you okay for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little tipsy. This is pretty good.
Don't drink anymore right now.
I already did. Drinkosaurus is a production of Little Giant Monsters. If you'd like to see other projects we're working on, check us out at different social media platforms. We also have a Patreon, so please consider supporting us on there. If you have any other future ideas, have you ever had a dream in that? If you have any questions or ideas for future videos, please leave a comment down below. That's all for today's episode. Please mix good. That's all for today's episode. Keep on mixing and make sure to drink responsibly.